Scott, let's start with you. What's the purpose of a movie about art? Not something you see every day.
No, well, I started as this artist many moons ago in the big city of Manhattan. You know, it's where you find yourself as an artist. And I realized how much that the art world hated this country, hated our flag, hated our military. And it really hurt me because we are the creative people. We have more rights than anybody. Is the creative community, and to see them bite the hand that feeds them, it made me sick. And that's where I said, no, I'm changing this up. I'm going to bring that flag back to life. I see this politically correct beast popping its head out in the 90s. I got to warn people. How do I do it? I use my art and my New York Italian Staten Island voice, which is kind of loud, you know.
Yeah, loud and a little bit raw. Josh, what made you decide to be part of this project? What do you hope comes of it?
I was always following Scott. I mean, what he does is just unbelievable. But a gentleman named Frank Torcha came to me and said, hey, you got to see this documentary about Scott Lebedo. I said, well, I know who this guy is. So he brings a documentary, says, sit down and watch this. We watched it. On the first watch, I looked at my partner, Arthur Sarkeesian, did all the Rush Hour movies, and I said, this is really good. Arthur says, not only is it really good, this is like our side, Michael Moore, really good. And we want to put this in movie theaters, and we're going to, you know, have a big announcement tonight at Mar-a-Lago of when this film is going to be released.
Oh, very exciting, very exciting. And Scott, tell me, like, what's the storyline here? What's the plot?
It just goes through the life of an artist who's went against the grain, you know, which is what you're supposed to do in the art world, is go against the grain. That's what makes you the great artist.
Right.
Except if you're a patriotic conservative artist, and they threw me under the bus. Yeah. So I've had all of this footage of many arrests, and again, it's very raw. There's cursing, there's smoking, there's drinking. You know, I'm an artist. This is what we do.
I noticed that the production companies like Triple Martini Productions.
Yes, he's the director. This is ironically, my director's name is Martini.
Oh, got it.
Which is what I like to, you know,
Nothing
indulge
to do with alcohol then.
So it's just perfect. But it's this conservative movement that is now coming around. You have a director who took that chance and said, you know what? I'm going to take a chance on my career. Chris Martini approached me. He said, I love what you do. Excuse me. Let's make a movie. I'm ready to do this. And then we got lucky enough to hit a conservative production company. You know what I mean? So it all came. This tide is changing. Look at the rappers, the black community, the creative. They're all coming out because conservatism is now not only cool, but it is right, and it is a way to fix it. And now, with a Global Ascension Studio, somebody like this to open up the can of worms for me.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I've been beaten severely my whole life as an artist, and I refuse to give up. You know, I had a mission. I had something to show. You know, the artist, the execution of my brushstrokes is not what makes me a great artist, if I could say. What makes me a great artist is my subject matter, which is patriotism, and capturing the moment in society that is the most important in this country. And it's right here with Donald Trump and this whole movement. And this is where we all start to come out of the closet as creative conservatives.
So this is really mission guided. This is really, it's not even so much about telling your story as it is maybe giving permission for others to enter in, other creative types to admit that they also are disruptive, but in a productive way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, we are a conservative media studio, and to say that 5 years ago, 3 years ago, would have demolished us. I mean, but now we have actors who are pretty big name actors that want to work with us, and they want to put that message out there. We're in the process, I can't say what, but there's some major film studios that have been around for a long time. We're looking to buy them. I mean, these are the things we're looking to do. Why? Because we want to give free speech back to the people, because for a long time you would say something and you're buried for it and you got to go hide under a rock somewhere, and it's just not fair.
Yeah, Scott, you were joking with me on the break. You said something along the lines of, hey, you know, buy my art. It's a great investment because I'm not going to live long. I drink, I smoke, I live hard. And you were saying it as a joke, but really, you're looking at a legacy here. What is the fulfillment of that? What does the end of this look like to you if you were successful with all of the projects you all are working on?
My main goal is to help fix this country the way I know how, which is through the gift. And I always say it, God gave me this gift. My parents molded my talent, and the men and women. Sorry. The men and women in the armed forces of this country gave me the right to use it, and I will use it to the day I die. Sorry, I get emotional when I talk about these people.
We really appreciate it. Your art
There's
is
a lot of
beautiful.
veteran themes in the movie as well. Again, you see how I'm so passionate about my veterans.
Yes. Well,
Sorry.
I appreciate it. This audience shares your passion, Scott, completely, and yours too, and this whole crew that's in here with you today. Not everybody can afford to buy art, but almost everybody can afford to go see a film. And so we hope that they will do that, and we'll be sharing more about that film as we go forward.